how do I help them? How do I raise these kids, man? That's my only question. That's it.
Well,
so maybe that's not the right final question. That's just my question.
Well, there's a question I'll ask myself maybe to end, but I do want to say something about that.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, I don't know if you call it a paradox, but you need a sense of self, right? And it's like to function in the world. We need, it's like we have to be able, let me say it this way, right? Okay. Where we usually start is we find ourselves in a conditioned, constructed world that we take for reality. And it's a dualistic world. Things are separate. You're separate from me. My well-being is separate from you, and so forth, right? And it's really important through the practice. It's not about transcending the world in the sense of another reality, but it's simply becoming aware that there's another way of experiencing the world. There's another way of experiencing you, another way for me to experience myself. And the practice opens us up to that. That's not to deny this other dimension where you are separate from me. And so it's not a matter of rejecting one for the sake of the other, but somehow integrating the two. Now, in relationship to raising children and more, I think more generally relating to people, I hesitate to say it because it's so, let me say it indirectly. Nisargadatta, this wonderful quotation that I like to use. I don't know if I mentioned it already earlier today or not, but Nisargadatta famously said, "When I look inside and see that I am nothing, that's wisdom. When I look outside and see that I am everything, that's love."
Oh.
Wow. The two pillars of the Buddhist path, wisdom and love, or wisdom and compassion, right? Now, love is not a feeling. Love is a way of being in the world that integrates that insight that we're not separate, that by myself, that there's no self separate, right? Really. How do I integrate that? Fundamentally, I'm sorry, it sounds so blasé. It's unconditional love. Oh my God, unconditional love for everything. And that's the sacred, how do we desecrate? If you give your kids and your partner and whatever, this constant message, not by saying it so much, but just in terms of how you relate to them, this constant, they know that you love them unconditionally. That is, I think, the most powerful thing any of us can do. Sometimes I'd like to talk about this in terms of asking, who is the most loved person in the history of the Western tradition?
Karl Marx.
No.
Damn.
I didn't know there could be a wrong answer, but that was wrong one.
I got that one. Socrates.
Nope.
Jesus.
Yes. Jesus and or Mary. They are the most loved people in the whole. And why? Because they are the ones with the most love. They are the archetypes, regardless of what they may have been. They are, historically, they have become the mythological archetypes of unconditioned love. And that's what we are challenged to embody in how we relate to other people and to the earth, I think. Yeah.
I don't know if there's another answer, Andreas, that's going to satisfy any question better than that.